Welcome to foodfacts.com. This is Food Facts TV. I'm Cassie Berry. It's 4th of July weekend. Woohoo! Happy birthday, America. It's time for barbecues and cookouts. So I thought we'd talk about controversial ingredients found in our most common barbecuing foods. Let's start off with ketchup. This is Heinz tomato ketchup, and they have high fructose corn syrup and corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup is really controversial, and it's just a cheap artificial sugar that a lot of people are trying to avoid. But don't worry, Heinz makes it easy to avoid, and they have a brand out called Simply Heinz, and that does not have high fructose corn syrup or corn syrup in it. Now, what's a barbecue without a hot dog? Let's check out these ingredients in the Ballpark Franks. They have beef and pork, water, partially hydrolyzed beef broth, which can mean trans fat or MSG, monosodium glutamate. So be careful there. And then they have turkey, and then they have modified cornstarch and soy protein corn concentrate with stars next to it in excess of amount permitted in regular Franks. Ooh, I don't want anything excessive in any of my hot dogs. And they have potassium lactate, potassium phosphate, flavorings, which the FDA doesn't regulate what flavorings could mean, so it could be anything. They also have sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrates you have to be careful of. They produce nitrosemes, which a bunch of studies are pointing to the fact that they may cause cancer. Pregnant women and young children are told not to eat sodium nitrates, which are in a lot of processed meats. Don't worry, you can still have your hot dog. We found a couple of brands that have much better ingredients in them. One of them is called Whole Ranch Uncured Hot Dogs, and they only have beef, water, salt, honey, and natural spice. Also, Applegate Farms makes an uncured organic hot dog that's gluten-free, casein-free, and dairy-free, and controversial ingredient-free. So that's all good. Who doesn't love pickles? I do. But you would think that these are really good for you because they're just cucumbers, but actually you have to be careful because some of these are, these ingredients. We got fresh cucumbers, water, distilled vinegar, and salt. That should be everything you need, right? Well, then they have high fructose corn syrup, which as I mentioned is controversial, dried garlic, that's okay, calcium chloride, sodium benzenate, mustard seed, dried red peppers, natural flavor, and polysorbate 80. Polysorbate 80 is an emulsifier that has been shown to cause infertility in lab rats and mice. Most people say you can't go by rats and mice studies, but still, that's not really a good sign. Also, sodium benzenate is a preservative that can aggravate asthma and hyperactivity in children. Actually, Coca-Cola phased out in the beginning of 2008 because there were some studies that showed it could cause harm to DNA. I don't know, it's your decision, but maybe look for some pickles that have a little bit less of those controversial ingredients and are just preserved in the vinegar and salt and garlic and onion. That's okay. How about for dessert? My favorite dessert for 4th of July is making the American flag out of blueberries and strawberries on whipped cream. That is my favorite 4th of July tradition, besides the fireworks, of course. And don't forget, it's summertime, so there's plenty of fruits and vegetables to incorporate into the barbecues. Watermelon baskets are a great centerpiece, and everyone can pick out of them, and it's a great little option there. So have a great weekend, everyone, and come back to foodfacts.com to check out for more of your barbecue products.